Martin Luther, A Divine Comedy.
Come in.
Hey, baby girl, it's getting kind of late. Don't you think you should turn it in for the evening?
Yeah, but Dad, can I stay up a little later though?
Well, we'll see. What are you working on there?
I'll put on Martin Luther.
Martin Luther? Who's that?
Martin Luther? He's one of the most important people in history.
Huh. Well, why don't you tell me more about him?
Here, I'll read so far on what I've written down.
Okay.
Martin Luther was a unique person and may be classified as a genius. He was an intellect, teacher, preacher, musician, poet.
Martin Luther, huh?
And had a ton.
This guy sounds real cool.
Martin Luther was born in Ilsben, Germany on November 10th, 1483. Luther's conversion took place on July 2nd, 1505. He was on his way to a university on horseback. It was raining hard, and as he was traveling, it started raining harder and harder. It also started thundering and lightning. Suddenly, a streak of lightning struck close to him, and he was terrified half to death. It is rumored he cried out, "Help! St. Anna, I will become a monk!" Seeing this as a vow, he kept his word, and he left school, sold his books, and entered a closed Augustine friary in Erfurt on July 17, 1505. While teaching theology, Luther began to be curious about some things himself. He decided to dig further into questionable statements and beliefs of the Church, and he started to discover many problems with church theology. He learned that penance and righteousness had quite different meanings in the Bible than in the Catholic teachings. Luther felt that he needed to make a stand. He saw many immoral things while visiting Rome, and his new knowledge led him to write down 95 theses. The main error that Luther believed he was correcting in his 95 theses was that selling indulgences was wrong, though there were many other issues he had with the Catholic doctrine. The turning event of Luther's life and possibly all of the Church's history was the Diet of Worms. No, not that kind of worm. The Diet, or church assembly, of a place called Worms told Luther to come before them on January 28, 1521.
Martin Luther, are you the author of these writings? Do you recant what you have written here?
You, Martin Luther, will not draw into doubt those things which the Catholic Church has judged already. You wait in vain for a disputation over things that you are obligated to believe. Now give your answer, yes or no.
Yes! I mean, no! I mean, can you ask the question again?
Will you recant or will you not?
In that case, no! I cannot recant of these writings. They are based upon the scriptures of God. And, here I stand. Yes, I can do no more, so help me God!
Once Martin was branded a heretic and condemned to death, he was kidnapped by his friend, Frederick of Saxony, who placed him into hiding at Wartburg Castle, calling this time his Patmos, which is where Paul was imprisoned while writing some of the epistles. Martin translated the New Testament from Greek into German and wrote many other pamphlets challenging the Catholic Church. Katharina von Bora, an ex-nun that Martin had helped by smuggling her and some of her convent in herring fish barrels, said that she would marry only one of two men, one of whom was Martin himself. They were soon after engaged and began a very loving and tender marriage relationship. Once married, Martin and Katharina had many children. Well, maybe not that many. Luther lived a long life, avoiding martyrdom by the Catholic Church, and accomplished many wonderful works, including systems of theology, hymnals, and catechisms. And those are some of the reasons why Martin Luther was one of the most important men in history. Daddy!